welcome back to another video. This video is, to be honest, it's kind of just a filler video until my animation comes out that I've been working on. But I've been doing some rotoscoping and messing around with scenery in Blender, and to be honest with you, it's turned out to be a lot bigger task than I expected. I would have hoped to have had it done by now, but it's taken a little bit longer than I thought. So this is just kind of bridging the gap. So what I thought I would do was something similar to what I've done before, where I basically take 3 images and then I just try to sketch them as quickly as possible. Usually give myself about 10 minutes or so. I think today I'm going to give myself about 12. The 12-minute challenge. 12 is like a good number. So yeah, we're going to reveal them one at a time, and then yeah, obviously I'll speed it up and you can see how close we can get to the real thing. Mixed results when I've done this previously. So yeah, we'll probably get mixed results again. In fact, I think I'm a bit rusty. I've not really done that much sketching recently, so these might not turn out amazingly good. Let's just see what kind of brush we've got here. Okay, that'll do. So we're using Procreate on the iPad Pro. Great program. It's only 10 quid and then you just own it. So, well, as long as you can drop the money on an iPad Pro, the software itself is actually pretty cheap. So yeah, let's unveil the first image. Yeah, it's a parrot. So I've got a little bit of a theme going on this one. Thought I'd try some animals instead of people. Not using the grid, because the last time I used the grid, I thought it would make it easier, and to be honest, it just kind of made them look worse. I did better when I took the grid away. So we're not using any kind of assistance. We're just going to draw right next to it, and yeah, see how we go. So let's begin. Okay, and yeah, that's my parrot. Not too bad. I mean, obviously it's really messy, but you know, 12 minutes I'm just blasting it out, aren't I? Just even that out a bit there. Well, maybe not like that. Maybe that's a bit too messy. A bit fainter there. Just blend a little bit. Yeah, it's okay. I made him a little bit bigger, which then kind of made it harder for me to kind of like scale everything up. Look at all these extra marks I've got on the page here. This is because I don't know where my bloody glove is. I don't even know what layer I've drawn them on. Oh, there we are. Let's get rid of them because they're gonna cause some issues later. luckily with Procreate, you could just kind of double tap the screen and it will undo anything you did. But yeah, with that one, I kind of struggled at the beginning getting like the beak shape. In fact, I still didn't get it right. Look, well, his head, my head is like completely different. In fact, let's merge it all now. Let's do that. I wish I'd not done that now. Let's unmerge it. If we liquefy a little bit, I mean, really, yeah, his head needs to be a bit like flatter here at the back, and then maybe pull this back a bit. The problem is not pulling the layer underneath. So, and I just bloody deleted the layer underneath. Yeah, so I kind of just got a bit mixed up there with what layers I was drawing on. In fact, I wonder if I can combine these two like this. No, never mind. Yeah, so I got the eye a bit wrong. Look, my eye was a bit too big. Probably should have been a little smaller. Maybe repositioned it a little bit. I mean, not bad for 12 minutes. You can obviously tell it's supposed to be a parrot. I probably should have accentuated this bit of the black going in here. It's really like, get that. And then I could use that as a reference point to kind of draw where the rest of his head would have been in relation to everything else. But yeah, it's not too bad. The eye was causing me a little bit of trouble, mainly kind of like I wasn't really drawing it at the right angle or just quite in the right position. I feel like I should probably be more like this, like at more of an angle like that maybe. Yeah, and he had like a peanut in his mouth. I think it was a peanut. It was just part of his tongue. It was really throwing me off. I couldn't even see, because of the quality of the photo, I couldn't really see where his beak, I was assuming his beak was like this. And then maybe this, I guess this is his tongue, now that I look at it this way. And maybe that's a peanut, I don't know. So if I'm not getting into drawing all that, I can barely bloody see it, but yeah, it's passable, yeah. Out of 10, oh man. Messiness aside, I'm not criticising myself for the messiness. I don't even have my drawing glove, so stuff's just getting everywhere. I'm going to go for a 6 out of 10. And then that will bring us on to our next image. In fact, let's just combine these. Okay, so now we can probably just shrink him a little bit. There you go. You're not in the way of my next drawing. So, image number 2. Oh, it's a bulldog. Yeah, it's definitely a theme of like cuteness so far. So let's see if we can do this one any justice. His body in the background is a bit blurred, so I guess I'll just kind of like suggest that. You know, the more I look at that parrot, the more it's annoying the hell out of me. I think maybe more like that. But it does help if you draw on the right frickin' layer. Yeah, anyway, whatever. In fact, look, it's lower down. Anyway, no, we're leaving the parrot now. We're leaving him. He's getting left. We're now on to our little friend, the bulldog. Let's draw a new layer for this guy. So, again, I'm going to go for roughly 12 minutes. And let's see what we can come up with. And go! Okay, this one, wow, I was really hating it at the start, and it's kind of started coming together at the end. It still looks nothing like him. You know, proportion wise, there's a lot of work to be done there, especially around the face here. Like, I think more how his cheeks come in. Yes, probably more like this. Oh, actually, no, maybe not like that. Yeah, it's just difficult. When just drawing with like the line work, it's kind of hard to these patches on his face are pretty difficult because you kind of like draw these things the last. Is that proper English? But they weren't really my focus. It was more like, you know, these stronger lines you start off with. But it was important, I think, with the eyes. It was important to capture. You see, like under here, you've got these bits here. They're like pockets, dark pockets under the eye, and I think they what kind of help point out kind of like the sadness or the sagginess in his eyes. So if you notice, they're just not like, I think your brain kind of goes, oh, those are round eyes. I think that's what your brain kind of tells you sometimes. It kind of tricks you, when really, if you look, they're like more like this shape, with a couple of little nuances. And then you've got your eyes within that, and it's other things as well. Like your brain tells you, oh, the whites of the eyes, you know, they're not white, they're pink. Well, there's bits of white in there, but they're like bloodshot. So obviously, because I'm Russian, I just went for like a light pink there. I think I did a half decent job of catching his eyes. Obviously, they need more time. Here's another thing to notice as well, actually. So you've got your iris here, and then around the outside you have like this other like black ring that then like blurs into the rest of the eye. So it's stuff like that, I think, that adds realism. And look, there's the reflections in his eyes as well. Obviously no time to capture all that. I was just trying to get the rough shape and the general cutesiness of it. I actually feel I did a good job with this one. The shape of the head maybe should have been more like this, looking at it now. But you know, but generally speaking, I think it was pretty good. It was roughly there or thereabouts. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that one. I actually feel it's better than the parrot. I do actually feel it's better than the parrot, even though it looks a hell of a lot messier. So I'm going to give this one a 7.5 out of 10. Yeah, quite happy with that. So let's combine those layers. So it's just one image, and we just shrink him down here. There you go. In fact, let's combine those. There we go. Move them up here. Oh, what layer is that? I guess it doesn't matter to me. Right, so a final drawing, continuing the theme of cutesy. Well, no, not really. This one's a bit of a wild card. You might have spotted it earlier if you were keeping a close eye on the layers. It is. Hopefully, let me rub it out. It is. Oh, it's quite dark. What is it? It's the guy who gets turned into like a mutant in the first RoboCop, I believe. He gets hit by all the toxic waste. He's like, "Ooh, kill me!" He says "kill me" or "help me." I think he says "help me." He's like, "Help me!" And then he like, I think one of the other villains, he like comes up to him. He's like, "Help me!" And he's like, "Get off me, you freak!" And I think he like pushes him in the way of like a van, and he just like splatters all over the van. Yeah, brutal. But look at the state of this one though. Like, to draw, oh my god, look at the detail. Obviously we're not going to get that detailed. I don't think we'll get anything close, but if we can get something resembling, I think that'll be pretty good. So let's give it a try. I think what we're going to do now is we're going to rub these. No, we're not going to rub them out. So let's just make them smaller because I'm kind of getting boxed into the bottom of the page and I don't like it. Let's move him up here. Make him a bit smaller. Then we can use this space here to try and draw it. So again, 12 minutes I'm going to give myself on this one. And let's just lower the opacity so we can kind of sketch a bit more. Yeah. And hopefully we can get something relatively closely resembling this guy. I doubt it, to be honest. I think this is going to be a massive, massive challenge. But let's see what we can do. And 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, and that's the best I can do in 12 minutes. But to be fair, I'm quite happy with that. I mean, yeah, it looks messy, but it's 12 minutes. I'm just sketching it out. I got the general vibe. I mean, I think my guy looks in pain also, so that's the vibe I was going for. I mean, look at all these blue veins and stuff on his head. You go into so much detail with that, but there's just no time at the moment. I just thought, look, see if I can catch his expression, get a bit of that old ginger facial hair going on. You know, get the ears and the hands. I'm quite happy with the hands, really, because you can spend ages on hands, especially these hands. Look at the state of them. There's so much to. This was the problem with it, really. There was so much to kind of get lost in. I started there. You probably noticed I started and I went really light, just blocking a very basic shape, and then build up on it. That was my thought process, and then I could see the clock ticking down, and I was like, oh god, I have to start drilling in these details here. So yeah, it was difficult. I had to move and shift things around and rush, and obviously it's not one for one, but that's the beauty of it. It's art is your interpretation of stuff. So at least that's my excuse. So yeah, marks out of 10. I still think the Bulldog's my favourite, you know. But of the three, I mean, I did colour this time, didn't I? I don't think I coloured in last time, or I did very, very sparingly. But of the three, I think the Parrot is the weakest of the three. because he needs some touching up after. I mean, they all do, to be fair, but the Bulldog he came together quite satisfactorily. I mean, this guy was the most challenging by an absolute freaking mile, and I think I did all right with it. I kind of want to give it to the Bulldog though. See, I didn't get the angle of the head right, I've just noticed on Mutant Guy. But again, you know, time constraints. I didn't get the quantity of light. If you look where he's here. Why is my pen not working now? I think I'm on the wrong layer, that's why. Yeah, I kind of got that wrong. There's so much, you know. If you do spot the difference, you'd be here forever. No, I'm gonna give it to the Mutant Guy just because he was such a challenge. I'm gonna give him an 8 out of 10. So, RoboCop Mutant Villain is the winner of this one. Sorry, Mr. Bulldog, you're very cute, and I did enjoy drawing you. But yeah, Mutant Villain takes it just because I kind of achieved more with that than I was expecting. I kind of like pleasantly surprised myself. So I'm going to give myself. Well, I'm going to give him the win on this one today, and maybe I'll go back and rework that one, or I might go back and rework the Bulldog. Who knows? I'm so indecisive. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, hopefully, like I said, this animation will be out soon. Rotoscoping, like even with the use of like AI and stuff, it just takes forever. Plus, I've decided to make all the scenes in Blender, and I'm basically just. In terms of my Blender ability, I guess I am a bit of a beginner. Well, I am. There's no guess about it. I am a beginner, but I'm quite impressed with some of the results I've got, and hopefully they'll look good in the backgrounds in my animation. So because basically I'm just rotoscoping myself and then putting myself over that background. I might have been a bit too ambitious because at one point I walk up some stairs. So I tried to make the stairs in 3D, and then I'm going to rotoscope myself onto walking up them, but yeah, maybe that was a little bit too advanced, but I'm just going to do what I can with it, and because it can only get better from there. You just learn from the experience, don't you? So yeah, anyway, enough about that. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. More animations coming. Animations are the way I want to go on this channel now. Animations, which might take me a while, and in between I'll do a bit of drawing where I can. I think over time I will get quicker at the animations and more efficient, but yeah, it's all just a learning curve. So yeah, I'll see you again next time. Bye.